I'm somebody who grew up here. My wife is an African Jamaican, beautiful woman, and my children are born in Jamaica, and I'm a proud Jamaican citizen. So,
in going forward, ask yourselves this question. Why is it that the JLP is not running with the argument that Mark Golding was not born in Jamaica? Ask yourself that question. Hello again, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And welcome back to the channel. In the first video on this topic about the place of birth of PNP leader Mark Golding, despite the fact that some person generated photoshopped what we call I-94 form to use as a reference to say that Mark Golding was not born here. As you know by now, in the last video, some of our viewers and subscribers on this channel debunked that fake document. And going forward, going to put that document into the trash. Here it is, going into the trash. When this document surfaced, not sure when, but persons began to use it as reference to say that Mark Golding was born in Jamaica. He was born in London, England. And as seen by our channel and by our viewers and subscribers, that this is not a real I-94 form. It's a Photoshop document, so it's fake. And as of today, we're going to put this piece of quote-unquote document into the trash. So going forward, if you want to say that Mark Golding, or if you want to make a case that Mark Golding is not a born Jamaican, this document is worthless. So again, where it's supposed to go? Into the trash. With that piece of garbage now into the trash, persons are now reverting to an interview, or should I say a press conference that was held by Mr. Mark Golding, when he stated that he was raised in Jamaica. And some persons are using that as another example to say he's indicating that he was not born in Jamaica. But in that statement, he said clearly he was raised in Jamaica. Let's take a look.
to people in a direct way. So people have lost hope, people want change. And I suppose I'm the embodiment of that as a leader of the opposition, and therefore they're trying to attack me. And in a sense, I'm flattered that all they can really attack me on is the color of my skin. You know, I'm somebody who grew up here. My wife is an African Jamaican, beautiful woman, and my children are born in Jamaica, and I'm a proud Jamaican citizen.
No. Some persons are calling on Mr. Golding to show his birth certificate to prove that he was born in Jamaica. But what we have here to show is 2 passports issued to Mr. Golding that state that he was born in Jamaica. Take a look. Let's have a look at a passport issued to Mark Golding back in 2011. You can see here, it says place of birth, and it says St. Andrew, and it was issued in Kingston, So place of birth St. Andrew. And his passport was issued on 11th of May. It expired on the 10th of May 2021. So this is an earlier passport issued to Mark Golding. And it said place of birth is here, St. Andrew, Jamaica. And now, let's look at his current passport that was issued on the 6th of May 2021 and expired the 5th of May 2031. As you can see here, place of birth, St. Andrew, Jamaica, and it was issued in Kingston. So again, this is Mark Golding's current passport, issued on the 6th of May in 2021. And it says place of birth, St. Andrew, Jamaica, and it was issued in Kingston. And his date of birth, July 19th, 1965. The name, Mark Jefferson Golding. And it says here, Jamaican. And his profession, attorney at law. So this is the current passport held by Mark Golding, which clearly states that he's a Jamaican. In going forward, ask yourselves this question. Why is it that the JLP is not running with the argument that Mark Golding was not born in Jamaica? Ask yourself that question. Some years ago, then PNP leader Dr. Peter Phillips came out swinging, saying, I'm going to bust a big scandal. Yeah, man. I'm going to bust a big scandal. I'm going to ask Mocha to investigate how come the JLP is spending 1.6 billion for a bushing program in St. Thomas. Yeah, man. 1.6 billion for a bushing program in St. Thomas. And it's called for Mocha to investigate and say, in his word, is a big JLP scandal. It turned out that it embarrassed Dr. Peter Phillips. This scandal is coming from the RADA office. And when the RADA response, it was far from accurate. This was a big scandal that Dr. Phillips said is going to bust. And he said at a press conference at the People's National Party Old Hope Road headquarters yesterday morning, Dr. Phillips said that the overall budgetary provisions for farm work island-wide was approximately $470 million in 2017-2018, but alleged that total contracts for bush clearing in St. Thomas alone was 1.6 billion over the same period. And that to him was the big scandal he wanted to bust, because to clear road for the entire Jamaica was 470 million between 2017 and 2018. But St. Thomas alone is 1.6 billion. And they said that is a scandal. Scandal. How comes it costs so much to bush alone St. Thomas? 1.6 billion alone in St. Thomas. And the entire Jamaica is 470 million. I said, scandal. Called Dr. Peter Phillips. Then now, you get flapped big time by RADA chairman Nigel Myrie, who rubbished the assertions made by right and opposition leader then Peter Phillips, telling the Gleaner that the agricultural agency spent a total of 31 million to rehabilitate a handful of roads in St. Thomas between 2017 and 2018. Johnstown to Needlam Pen, 6.1 million. Penwood to Garnfield, 6.15 million. Buckingham to Lloyds, 6.245 million. And Buckingham to Front Hill, Western, 12.8 million. So at no time, they spent 1.6 billion to fix roads in St. Thomas. And they say, and I quote, "We have no further expenditure in the parish. We would welcome the opposition to provide evidence of the claim, and we can take it from there. But to this point, we don't have any information," said RADA chairman. And up until this day, no evidence was provided. And to make matters worse, at the 2019 JLP conference, Bobby Montague make a bigger mockery of Dr. Phillips. Take a look.
So Desperado got awake from his slumber because you know him love sleep. And him declare when him wake up that him going to bust a scandal per week. But somebody set up Desperado. Somebody thief a piece of paper up a radar. And the paper them thief had a list of farm roads in St. Thomas with the estimates to repair the road and then give it to Desperado. So Desperado said that we spend $1.6 billion on bushing. If we didn't spend so much money on bushing, no bush wouldn't left for St. Thomas. No bush wouldn't left for Portland. So all the goat when the man left for Portland, then they go to the dead field because no bush wouldn't left. How can a big man, a man with a PhD, a man we call doctor, how him have such poor judgment?
And another quick one. This former Jamaican Prime Minister, Edward Flipjard Siaga, went on a political platform with an allegation, and it cost him in the courts. He was told by someone that a well-known contractor could not read and write, and he was illiterate. The contractor heard the allegation, took him to court, and in the court, the judge handed him a paper and said, "Read the newspaper." He read the paper in the court to prove that he was literate and can read. And Edward Siaga had to publicly apologize, pay court costs, and also pay the amount in the lawsuit. Alright, look here now. We're now in a highly charged political atmosphere. As you know by now, elections are due by September of this year, and 8 months from now. And as you can recall, on the campaign trail last year, when Mark Gordon was on the road, he raged a constant onslaught on Andrew Holness. And most of his attacks were aimed at the party leader. Those include, he put a gag order on his parliamentarians, the JLP parliamentarians, and also about illicit enrichment, and also about being a member of the illicit 6 or 8, and also that his statutory declaration cannot be certified by the Integrity Commission. Those are the attacks that were levied against Andrew Holness by the PNP on their platform the entire last year. Look here now. Why is it that the PNP, the JLP, no, is not saying on their platform that Mark Golding isn't born in Jamaica? JLP could prove that Mark Golding didn't born here, that would be the main topic on their platform. Because if Mark Golding is telling Jamaica that he's born Jamaican, and the JLP could prove otherwise, that would be the biggest talk on their campaign trail. That would be enough to sink Mark Golding. But look here now, the JLP cannot campaign on that based on that fake document. The JLP, they has no legitimate, authentic evidence to say Mark Golding don't born here. It's out there in the social space that Mark Golding, born in Britain, is a foreigner, is an imposter. But nobody is able to bring forth credible evidence to support that claim out there in the social space. And in that aspect, the JLP will not use it because lack of evidence. And this JLP don't want to flop like Peter Phillips earlier with the RADA scandal. And like Ciara, who said the man could read and write, and proven to be not so. So I don't believe that JLP want to go out there with the argument and prove to be not so and flop themselves. So persons out there who are harboring this argument that Mark Golding don't born in Jamaica, if you want to make a real case, come with real evidence, not the Photoshop document that was out there from last year. Alright, so that's it. Come with the evidence. We saw his passport. Some say he must provide his birth certificate. Hopefully he will do it and put the argument to rest. Because if he don't do it, someone say it's fake. If he do it, I'm going to say it's fake. So, how can they put this argument to rest? That if Mark Golding born here, I'm don't born here. So, the fake documents